Hello, I'm Josh, your K News sports anchor for today, and today I'm here with
Zyaire Green.
our defensive player for the week. What was your expectation for last Friday's game, and how would you say you lived up to it?
Our expectation, was obviously to come in there and um, elevate ourselves and show what we can do against better competition. Set ourselves like a starting point for the season and kind of move on from there. Obviously, it didn't go as we planned. We're gonna learn from it, practice harder, play better, and other things like that because we know that we can play better as a team than that, and we know that we have in the past. So we're not gonna let one loss like that define us because we know that we can do a lot more throughout the season. Lowdnes was a good team. We did underestimate them. I'm not gonna lie because we did go in there expecting to put up a way better fight, but we did go in there and do some things that we should have did better. Not the right way, but we'll do better throughout the season for sure. We're not done yet.
For sure. Traveling all the way to Georgia, what were some of the differences you noticed between Florida high schools you guys have played and Georgia high school?
One thing I definitely noticed about the Georgia high school is they definitely are a lot more organized. They definitely are about their stuff. They're way more by the playbook. They have a lot more plays. They're way more faster paced. They know what they're doing. They're not something to take for granted. There's no really borderline when it comes to Florida and Georgia football. We both play hard, but Georgia definitely is about their stuff, so you can't underestimate them when it comes to other states.
How would you say being so far from home affected the way you guys played?
With us being so far away from home, I would say that it kind of did rattle us a little bit. I feel like us getting off the bus as late as we did, it might have affected the way that we played, but I wouldn't use it as an excuse, because at the end of the day, we still play football. We both put on pads the same way, so it's just about us executing certain things better because I feel like at the end of the day, we're going to end up being a way better team by the end of the season than we are now. So I'm not going to let this game define anything.
This week, you guys have a game against Buchholz, a team you guys beat last year. How confident are you in your ability to beat them with a team that might be not as good as last year's team?
I think the way I think any team that we're on or any team that lines up is as good as any team. So I'm not gonna try to carry the narrative that last year's team is better or this year's team is better. I think we're just gonna play football how we play football, do what Manatee does. I think we're gonna put up a great fight against Buchholz. I think we're gonna beat Buchholz like we did last year, and this year hopefully it's even worse than we did before.
This has been Josh,
and this is Zyaire,
and that's it for this week's K News Sports Update.
Yes, sir.